Welcome to another week of Show Up with Joy. It's interesting, but it shouldn't surprise me how I opened the book today to record this, and the chapter that was something that really has come into play in the past week for myself. And when I wrote the book, I was actually talking about a person that is close to me that had started therapy. And I was so proud of her for making that step. And she was very vocal that she was going to therapy. This is actually someone that I work with. And when she left work to go to the therapy appointments, it wasn't, I'm going to an appointment. It wasn't secretive. And I thought how far we've come in the world of mental health that we're able to say, I'm going to my therapy appointment. And there's no judgment. There's almost just praise for good for you, because we all could use just a little bit of it. I made a joke last week, and I also promised myself I'd stop making the joke about my life, that instead of just saying, oh, that hurts and make a joke about it. But a lot of us do go to therapy for the people that won't go. Like when we're going to therapy, we're trying to help ourselves through some relationships that are struggling. And honestly, if some of those people from those relationships would go to therapy, it actually would help us all. But I found myself in a place last week that I was like, ooh, I don't like this feeling. And I felt like I had come a lot farther than I had and made my appointment to go to therapy. And so my challenge to you isn't to always show up with joy, but to find what you need to do to get to that joyful place. So as we work weekly together and we talk about all the things that we can do to show up with joy and the things we can ignore and the things that we can look at differently, we also need to make sure that we're okay. And that's where therapy does come into play. We can do all the things. We can make sure that we're thinking the right thoughts and that we're working out and we're eating right. But if we're still dealing with some issues that just don't feel right, it's okay to go talk to someone. Sometimes when we talk to our friends or we talk to our family, we're really laying a lot on them, where like they're carrying that load for us now because we're describing our problems and we're thinking, I want you to feel the same way I feel, and that's not fair. And so it's totally okay to go talk to someone and ask for help. We do it in all the other areas of our life, I hope, but we forget about this part. And this will be probably my fourth time actually going to therapy. And I'm going to tell you how good it feels just to be able to vocalize what I'm feeling and not expect someone to feel the same way I do that's listening to me. I just expect this person to, as he said to me, we're going to go on a journey together and I'm going to help you do this walk. And that's all we really truly need. And sometimes it has to come from a professional. So if you are struggling in any part of your life, or you know people next to you are struggling, or maybe as a family you're struggling, it's okay to all of you to go talk to someone and ask for help, or just know that that resource is there. So keep showing up with joy, even on the tough weeks.